why we are discussing this first? What are the areas of suffering? First area of suffering is our physical body. Sharira. Body is the source of many problems. Our disease, pain, discomfort, disharmony inside, deformity on the body. कोई बहुत मोटे हुए हैं, कोई बहुत पतले हैं, किसी का फेस में कोई इश्यूज है, बहुत सारे इश्यूज आते हैं, ऑर्गन में प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, सिस्टम में प्रॉब्लम है. All these are problems and suffering in our life. So physical body, यहाँ पे disease, pain, ये बहुत सारी चीज बॉडी में हम महसूस करते हैं. So body is one of the sources of suffering. Number 2, second area of suffering is the mind. Mind again, which is so incredibly powerful, लेकिन इसमें भी हम सफर करते हैं, प्रॉब्लम आते हैं, तकलीफें आते हैं. Stress, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, OCDs, bipolar disorder. If you see the different medical conditions, endless list of things related to mind. अभी हाल फिलहाल एक there was I think it was a study conducted by a very prominent group in India itself. They could find out that 88% people or more are having stress or anxiety. That's definitely something to be concerned about, worried about. But that's the fact. Not just that, we see problems with learning, ADHD, attention deficit हो रहा है लोगों का, बच्चों का, autism, it's widespread. So many things are happening which are pertaining to the mind. Again, another source of suffering. Now, why I'm sharing this, why I'm talking about the sources of suffering or areas of suffering? Reason being, as we move further into the field of energy, we will clearly understand how these are impacted, affected by the energy field. If the energy is not in harmony, we'll find many problems in the areas of sufferings, in the body, in the mind, and the other areas as well. So before we move further, आपसे एक question है. I just have one question to all of you here. Rather, it's a statement. You can agree with the statement or you can disagree with the statement. The statement is, money gives us happiness. Money gives us happiness. If you agree, you can write yes. If you agree with me, with this statement, write yes. If you disagree, you can write no also. Yes or no, whatever you feel. I can see many people writing yes, some no's are flowing. Oh, many no's now. Yes, now many yeses, no, yes. Almost like maybe 60% yes or 70% yes, and about 30% people saying no. So, let me tell you something which can be a little shocking. It is about wealth. Money, as per research, actually doesn't give happiness. But, listen to this carefully. But, absence of money gives you misery and unhappiness. मतलब, बहुत पैसे हैं इसका मतलब ये नहीं है आप बहुत खुश हैं. लेकिन अगर आपके पास पैसे नहीं हैं, then आप दुखी तो हैं. You are definitely in misery and in difficulty. If you agree with this, write 100%. If you agree with me, just write 100, that is 100%. Yeah? So many of you are writing that. Let me tell you one more thing. Why is it lots of money doesn't give lots of happiness? For that we need to understand 3 categories of money. So please take note. अभी नोट मैं जैसे बताया था ना, तो नोट लेना है. Please do take note. First, the category of money is known as stressed money. Stress. So you earn money with a lot of negative, or you can say a lot of stress. All of us, we can understand this. We are working for 12 hours, 14 hours. We are stretching ourselves. There is a deadline, unable to meet. Boss is on the head. Or we are going through a business and there's a lot of problems going on in there. Or we have put our money in stock market, ups and downs, and a lot of challenges there. Stress is associated with that money. It is not a happy money. You are getting a lot of negative energy. So suffering. So stressed money, we don't need. Second one, cursed money. Cursed money is श्रापित. ये cursed money जो है, this is when somebody is giving you money but the person is hurt or there is some negative energy with that. You are receiving that money and you are receiving a lot of negativity. This money usually come when people are doing corruption, theft, scam, cheating, selling drugs, selling some kind of weapons, anything that is causing a lot of harm to others. When we are receiving that money, it is actually a negative energy which can literally ruin our happiness. मैं बहुत ऐसे लोगों के साथ काम किया हूँ and उनके पास इतने पैसे हैं that they can take charge of next few generations. That's crazy rich, insanely rich people, but they're most unhappy lots I have seen. Some of them, I'm not saying all of them. Reason being, lot of the money is actually negative energy, which is causing distress in their life. So this also we don't need. No stressed money, no cursed money. What we need is write down blessed money. Write down in your note, blessed money, where you are giving something in such a wonderful love and value that people are giving you money and giving you good wishes, love, positivity and blessings, and you're receiving a lot of positive energy when you're receiving that money. As we go further into the session, understand the chakras, we will understand this with one chakra as well, how blessed money is associated with some of the chakras. So blessed money is what we need. If you agree with me, just write BM for blessed money. BM, blessed money. Yeah, we need that, not cursed money, not stressed money, blessed money. Wonderful, wonderful, loving it. Next, moving further, relationships. There are many difficulties. अगर आप relationships आपके problems हैं, life cannot be happy. And we say there are 3 areas of sufferings in relationship, 3 types of sufferings. ये note कर लीजिए please. First is suffering in loving relationships. मतलब कुछ लोगों से हम बहुत प्यार करते हैं. We are very, very deeply connected with them, but also there we are suffering. For example, at home, husband, wife fighting, children and parents, they are in toxic exchange of words, fighting, quarreling, disputing, arguing, all these things going on. We love them so much, but struggling and suffering in that relationship also. So, suffering in loving relationship. Second, suffering in hateful relationships. जहाँ पे आपके साथ किसी का झगड़ा है, animosity है, enemy. Many times I find people are having very tough relationship with their boss or in-laws, with some neighbor, some colleague. We want them to go away from our life. Sometimes even very close relatives can be very toxic and you hate them. You want them to go away from life. So this is hateful relationship. Our enemies, where also we suffer. Many abusive, toxic people, we suffer from their presence as well. So second one is hateful relationship. And third one is lost relationships. Meaning some people were there in our life, but either they have passed away or there is a breakup or they have gone away at a distant place and there is no connection. Lost relationship. We suffer also there a lot. Imagine somebody, he has passed away, somebody is dead now, and you loved him or her so much. It's very difficult. So there also we suffer. So we're suffering where? 3 areas. Loving relationships, hateful relationships, lost relationships. And why I'm mentioning this? Because when we understand energy, we'll see how the energy imbalances can lead to more problem and suffering in this. And with harmony of those areas of energy, we can come out of this misery and terrible conditions. And we can improve our relationships. Tremendously we can improve by changing the energy. So if you understood the different types of relationship, just write LHL. Loving relationships, hateful relationships, and lost relationships. In short, LHL, if you understood this. Wow. I can really see so many of you. I can really understand and appreciate your attention because it is really moving fast. All of you are there with me. That's really, I'm feeling blessed and my gratitude to you. Next, is career, job, business, profession, our karma kshetra. There also a lot of suffering. Either we don't get a good job, we are not growing, promotion nahi ho raha hai, or we are not liking our job. Whatever we are doing, it's not my interest. And maybe the job, the location, the karma kshetra, the workplace is toxic. All of these also can cause a lot of problem. Essentially, if you see in our modern life, these are the 5 areas where we are suffering. Any one of these, out of these 5, anyone, if it is not in balance, you will not be happy. We cannot be happy. Everything going good, health is not good, we cannot be happy. Everything is fine, wonderful, relationships are not working out, cannot be happy. So what we need is a 5-dimension happiness. Happiness in all these 5 areas, not just in one. There has to be a balance and harmony, and that is possible when the energy is harmonized and balanced. If you understood, agree with me on this, write 5DH. So what we are going in or going towards is 5-dimension happiness. It's not just one area. All the 5 areas are getting harmonized and balanced. Yeah? Wonderful. Loving your responses. As we have committed, you are honoring your commitment. Commitment ye tha, you will take note, you will respond on the chat, you will be focused with surrender, with open mind, and you will stay till the end. So thank you for committing and typing on the chat instantaneously and fast. Now we come to the next step. If you remember, we'll talk about the field of energy now. But now, first, we discuss about this. Problems are there in these 5 areas. Yeah, body, mind, wealth, relationship, and career, we have problems. Now this is time for us to shift from the problems to the space of power. And when we surrender the problems to the space of energy or the power, we see so many changes happen. That's what would be our journey. So what is this power? This is the field of energy which is there. And this is what we are going to learn. The second thing that we are going into is the subtle body, Sukshma Sharira. So Sukshma Sharira, we are going to understand now. Let's get in and start this journey. Before we start, being in this space of spiritual exploration, learning, we need to be with an open mind, with trust. And again, let's all say, I surrender to energy. We'll surrender. With that state of surrender and openness, we'll start. Write ISE and we'll get into this space. ISE is I surrender to energy. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. All of your typing. I'm really feeling so happy for this. Thank you. Thank you for being so attentive and typing and honoring your commitment. Now, what is this energy? We'll talk about the psychic energy or the subtle body, Sukshma Sharira. When people ask me, we cannot see this, how can you say there is an energy and it is all happening? That's why we term it as Sukshma Sharira. It cannot be grasped with our sense organs, Panchendriya. We cannot see this. This is beyond that. That's why we call it subtle, Sukshma. Example, how can we be sure that this energy exists? We can take an example and tomorrow we'll experience. Tomorrow we'll go for an experience of it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. But now the example. Just think of a living human being, Zinda insan and a dead body. What is the only difference? In दोनों में क्या अंतर है? Difference क्या है दोनों में? If you see, only difference between a dead body and a living being is something is absent in the dead body. That something is the energy, the prana shakti. The prana shakti, which is absent in the dead body. And this prana shakti, which is the divine energy that flows within us, is organizing and orchestrating everything inside. The body has more than 80 trillion cells. More than 80 trillion, a staggering huge figure. And imagine every cell in the body is active and millions of things are happening. Millions and millions and millions of things are happening every moment inside. Our breathing process, digestion, circulation of blood, so many chemicals flowing, metabolism in the body, activation of our nervous system. All of these are happening relentlessly all through our life without a pause. And imagine the complexity. All of these are governed, managed, and orchestrated by this energy, by the fraction of this energy. One fraction of this energy is organizing all these things. Imagine the power of this energy. Can we just do this? Sit straight, eyes closed. You can also put your feet on the ground now. Feel the touch to the ground and just do what I'm doing right now. Take your hands downwards towards the ground and just say this. Energy from Mother Earth is flowing through me. Energy from Mother Earth is flowing through me. Feel the energy through your feet from Mother Earth flowing into the body. Now take your hands upwards, up towards the sky, and say this with me. Energy from the universe, the cosmic energy is flowing through me. The cosmic energy is flowing through me. The cosmic energy entering my body and flowing through me. And this confluence, this communion of the energy of Mother Earth, Prakriti, and the cosmic energy, Purusha, this communion, this magical, wonderful convergence of two energies is the manifestation that I am. This divine energy is flowing through me all the time, every moment, all through the life. Never ever in my life I am alone. This energy is my companion. All the time I surrender to this energy. I trust the power of this energy. I express my gratitude to this energy, saying, wow, wow, wow. And now, gently and slowly, we all come back with a deep sense of gratitude, love, and surrender. With that, we'll move further to understand the framework of energy. Yeah. Can we all say again, how did it feel? Could you feel the flow inside? Just mention whatever feeling, whatever experience that you had when we had this awesome, excellent, amazing, great, lighter, calm, good, peace, amazing, wonderful, bliss, joy, ecstasy. Wow, 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 yeah, wow. All of us, we can write wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now we will understand the framework of it. So just listen to me very carefully. We'll get into some technical aspects for some time, but we'll understand the deeper aspects of practice later on. How it impacts, that's what we'll understand today. Now we'll talk about the field of energy and the flow of energy. As I mentioned, the energy from the universe, energy from Mother Earth. In the ancient time, there would be Prakriti and Purusha, Shiva and Shakti, flowing all the time. Now, we are that divine manifestation with the blessings of Shiva and Shakti, Prakriti and Purusha. Now, the energy is flowing through certain channels known as Nadi, NADI, as per the ancient tradition, ancient philosophy, wisdom, there are 72,000 energy channels inside the body. And at the intersection points, there are energy centers. We are going to talk about 3 energy channels and 7 energy centers, which are the major ones. There are many energy centers. बहुत सारे chakras हैं. In some of the texts like Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, there are 114 different chakras. Yeah. Then there are many. Vindu Upanishad, Yoga Tattva Upanishad, Yoga Kundalini Upanishad, Sat Chakra Nirupana, another compilation, Prakarana Grantha. So there are so many different ancient texts and literature there depicting them. We are taking a very simple framework which we can understand and apply. So now we are going to talk about 3 energy channels known as Nadi. Now first one, Sushumna Nadi, the super highway of energy connecting the cosmic energy and the energy from Mother Earth. Along the center of the body, from the top of the head, if you draw an imaginary line along the spine, parallel to the spine, touching at the bottom of the spine, known as the Sushumna Nadi, and do your hand like this, left hand, take your left hand like this. This is the female energy through a channel known as Ida Nadi. On the left side, there is a channel known as Ida, feminine energy. And on the right side, there is a channel called Pingala, which is masculine energy or male energy. This harmony, balance is also very important. Balance of the male and female energy, irrespective of our gender. आप चाहे पुरुष हो, चाहे स्त्री हो, all of us, we have both the energies flowing, both male and female energy. Ida and Pingala is there. Now, at the intersection of these, there are different chakras we are going to talk about. So, you can see there are 7 different colorful points along the center of this body in this image. So, there are 7 colors. Similarly, each of these chakras are having different characteristics. That's what we'll understand now. These 7 colors are same in the same arrangement as the rainbow, Vivgyor. So we will understand each one of them. Then we will learn about these things today. Please start, take your note. Aapka note nikalein and start writing or making these columns on the note. First, name of the chakra. First column is name of the chakra. Second column, color of the chakra. Third column, element of the chakra. Tattva. Yeah? What is the tattva of the chakra? Next, sound of the chakra. Mantra of the chakra. Sound of the chakra, 4th column. And 5th column is effect of the chakra. What is the effect of the chakra? If you have done, just type done. Done or D. D for done. If you have done this, it is a must. Please do it. I want each one of us, by the end of tomorrow's session, we all will be very clear about this much. The chakras and these characteristics of the chakra. And with this, you can really get to another level. You can understand many more things. Wonderful. So it will be a wonderful takeaway for all of us, right? Now, element of the chakra, tattva. So let's understand what is tattva and why we are talking about this is very important. If you understand the tattva of the chakra, we can understand the effect and many more things. There are, as per the ancient philosophy, as per the ancient wisdom, there are 5 Mahabhuta or tattva. Pancha Mahabhuta, Pancha tattva. So the 5 elements are earth element, water element, fire element, air element, and space element. Prithvi tattva, Apas tattva, Jala, water, Agni tattva or fire, air element or Vayu tattva, Akasha tattva or space element. These are 5, and the universe is made up of 5 elements, and our experience is also through 5 elements. So if our energy is not in harmony with any of the elements, then we will have challenges in life with respect to that element's contribution to our life. That means our energy need to be in association and alignment and balance with each of these 5 elements, and we'll see how chakras are associated, and from there we can understand the effect. Ready? Let's start with Prithvi Tattva, the earth element. चलिए समझते हैं पहले उसको. Earth element is everything that is solid and physical. Solid state, yeah? In modern times, this is the 3 state of matter, and so here we are talking about the solid state. The solid state, the physical body is also a solid thing. So, if the earth element, our energy is not in harmony with the earth element, there will be problem in the body. Physical body, disease, pain, disturbances, disharmony, deformity, mota patla ho jana. Some areas of the body will always have difficulties. Organ failure, ये सब होगा अगर अर्थ एलिमेंट के साथ हम बैलेंस्ड नहीं हैं. Second, Mother Earth gives us security, survival needs. So in case we are not in harmony with earth element, our energy is not in harmony, then we'll have insecurity feeling. All the time we'll be very anxious. क्या होगा क्या नहीं, panic, बिना कारण, without logic we'll have that, lot of internal discomfort, mental panic always going on. Anxiety, बिना कारण anxiety आएगा. This is where we are feeling insecure because the earth element is not in harmony. And third, all the things, all the physical things, including food, our assets, money, all these are again solid things. Our house, land, gold, all these things which we term as assets, money, they are also solid, or they are associated with the earth element. Hence, if earth element is in imbalance, these problems will be there. Now, please take out your note and start writing. First energy that is associated with the earth element, the energy center is known as the Muladhara Chakra. So on the first row, under the name, write Muladhara Chakra. The color of this chakra is red. And the element, जो भी मैंने बताया, it is associated with earth element, Prithvi Tattva, and every element has a sound, has a vibration, and the vibration here is Lam. La. Lam. So, Lam is the sound. You can write L-A-M if you want to write in English. And what will be the effect? Fifth column is about effect. Effects are, already I mentioned, whatever problem that will happen with earth element disharmony. Physical body pain, disease, any kind of issue with the physical body. Bone, skin, the organs, physical. So problem in earth element can lead to those problems. So physical body issues, insecurity, and money related issues, food related issues, our need related issues. So these are the problems that we may face when the earth element and the Muladhara Chakra, which is associated with the earth element, is not in harmony. If you understand and clear with this, just write इतना, ये 5 चीज अगर आप clearly समझ पाएं, just write Muladhara understood, Muladhara clearly understood, MCU. ये 5 चीज. I'm not saying you will become a master with this. We are all learners. We are learning every day. But इतना तो हम समझ गए, right? MCU, wonderful. MCU is Muladhara clearly understood. Now, I'll be taking you through many practical examples. ये theory नहीं है. Theory है भाई जितना हम समझ रहे हैं, but उसको apply करके हमको बहुत result मिल सकता है. So what I'm going to take you through is many practical examples. Today few, tomorrow we'll analyze exactly what people could do so their life could change. Today also I'll give you some examples, maybe few here, then 1 or 2 next couple of energy fields, but we'll learn through practical examples. Let me show you one. Muladhara helped in pain relief. Listen to this very carefully. Listen to this very carefully. We'll discuss about that.
So after practicing Mooladhara, the very first day itself, I could find the result. Like I had a pain on my feet, which, I got relief from that. Actually, I was suffering from it for the past 4 months, and I got relief from that.
The pain is now completely gone, or is it there?
Yeah, actually, the day I practiced it in the morning, the pain was there. By evening, I noticed the pain was gone. And it's now 5 days, I haven't got the pain.
Wonderful. So, as you could see, what she was doing, practicing with Mooladhara, instantaneously she couldn't feel the healing, but later on, certainly she found the pain has gone, and this is not one case. We have hundreds of such experiences of people, literally hundreds of such people. We conduct the boot camp. I mentioned at the beginning, we have a boot camp for 14 days where people go through, and by 6th, 7th, 8th day, by 14th day, people share, pain is gone. It's not there because they practice and align to the energy. Yeah, can we all say wow to this? This is actually the power of energy field. We can all say wow. Yeah, great. Wonderful. Lovely. And one more thing that we see, again, this is very consistent. People who are having some problem with money, they get unusually, mystically, miraculously, they get some unusual flow of money in their life. Let's look at this. This happened during the session, and many such things happened during the 14 days. Tomorrow I'll show you, if time permits, many more such examples. Look at this.
Payment was stuck. He was not giving my payment, though I asked him. Then I thought, while starting the session, morning I did that clearing of Mooladhara, that practice I've done. Then before starting, somehow it got into my mind, if I'm really, something is effective on me, maybe the payment will come to me without me going or asking again for it.
Wonderful.
Then just now, the person just walked in, gave the payment silently, kept here. I said, wait for 5 minutes, the session will be completed, I'll speak to you. He said, no, you call me, and he left.
During the session?
So that happened. Yes, during just now.
Amazing.
Yes,
This is magic. Wow, this is magic, Umaji.
Payment has to come to me, but he was not giving. So this guy usually doesn't give payment in time, though he was asking. He left the city, he was outside. Then I was shouting on him, saying that this is not fair. That when I asked also, you are not giving and all. Then he walked in and
So you worked on your Mooladhara?
Yes.
Where else you worked?
Today I worked only on Mooladhara.
Brilliant. You attracted money. You became a money magnet. So during the session, it happened. So she was so excited sharing this in the bootcamp itself. And she's saying, I only worked on Mooladhara. And many times we say Mooladhara is a money magnet. Mooladhara is a money magnet. So we can all write MMM. You'll remember this. Mooladhara, many times when money is stuck, we work on that. Unusually, we find some kind of balance and harmony in the space of our wealth and money. Can we all write that? MMM? Triple M. Wow. Wonderful. Now, one more. I mentioned about 3 things. Remember? 1 is physical body related issues. 2 is money. 3 is insecurity. Look at this also. This is very interesting.
I have been doing chakra healing a long time back, but again I lost the touch how to do it. But the minute you started it, the energy started to flow. Even online it started to flow. And I was so energized every day when we were working on each chakra, and I should really thank you for that, number 1. Secondly, I had a very great fear to go to the hospitals. And I had to go do a test in the scanning center. And I was very scared to go alone. Always I will take somebody to go if there is something to do with the hospital. Now this time I did grounding of my Mooladhara chakra. And believe it or not, I did not get scared at all. It worked so fine. I just wanted to share this with you. That Mooladhara chakra immediately worked and I was able to do it.
So again, as she's mentioning, she was having a great fear to go to the hospital alone. And as she was earlier saying that even when she passes through a hospital or a diagnostic center, she feels very unsettled. But here she worked on Muladhara and could come out of that insecurity, unknown, illogical insecurity. बहुत सारे रहते हैं. So we also can help, get a lot of help from the energy of Muladhara. And this happens when we surrender to energy. Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Next one, please again go back to your note. Note nikale and start writing. First column is the name of the chakra is Swadhisthana Chakra. Swadhisthana Chakra, also known as the sacral chakra. In English, some people put it as sacral chakra. Swadhisthana Chakra. Next column, color of this is orange. Orange is the color. Third column, element is water element. Element is very important. Element is the formula, is the key. If you understand element, we'll understand the rest of the thing. So element here is water element, apastattva. And the vibration, the sound, beach mantra, root sound or root mantra is Vam, Va. Vam. Flowing vibration of Vam, like water. So bhava is very important when we chant. So Vam is this sound or the beach mantra. You can write in English VAM, VAM. And what will be the effect? Water is the element. So what will be the effect? Everything related to the flows. Look at the body. Body has so many flows, so many chemicals flowing in the body. Blood circulation is happening in the body. So many different hormones are flowing. Many of the neuropeptides, enzymes are flowing inside. Even electrical and chemical flows are constantly happening inside. All of these are in harmony, are organized by this energy. So in the energy, if there is a disharmony, these problems will be there. Physiological problems will be there. So write down physiological problems, including things like psychosomatic disorder, diabetes, hypertension are also affected because of this, if there is an imbalance in this energy, Swadhisthana. And there is one more, thyroid issues, very many other glands, they also are affected by this. The next aspect is another flow, which is emotional flow. Emotions are also flow. It's also known as the rasa. It flows, yeah? So flow of emotions are also affected by this. If Swadhisthana is an imbalance, there will be a lot of turbulence of emotion, negative emotion, chaos in the emotional state. So that will be there. Emotional disturbances will be there. Now, one more aspect. Relationships. Which relationships are dynamics of emotions between two or more people. So if the Swadhisthana is an imbalance, the relationships also will get impacted. We'll have many challenges. If you remember, I mentioned about 3 kinds of relationships. There will be a lot of challenges in our relationships. So, relationship, please note down in your note. Under effect, relationships, emotions, relationships, physiological processes, and lower abdominal organ. जितने सारे organs हमारे lower abdomen में हैं. Kidneys, intestine, there are the bladder, prostate issues, hernia issues, all those reproductive organs, जितने सारे reproductive organs हैं, sex organs हैं, they are also impacted. Even our reproduction capabilities are also impacted when Swadhisthana is in imbalance. So Swadhisthana is important from these point of view. Completed? If you have completed, just write C, completed. Yeah, please do write C for complete. Great, wonderful. So now we go for some wonderful experiences of people. Look at this. Anxiety and stress for small triggers can happen if Swadhisthana is in imbalance. Look at this.
Actually, I was under medication for anxiety. I was taking medication for 1.5 years, and without the support of medicine, I could hardly sleep. So after the 14-day session, I stopped taking medicine.
Amazing.
Doctor recommended that You can take it twice a week. And I have completely came out of it. So it's been a month since I've taken a medicine. Apart from that, my hands, it used to shake. Shiver, actually, it used to shiver. That has stopped.
So could you see, one, the stress and anxiety have come down significantly. Hands used to shiver and shake. Again, something to do with the flows, that also could come down. So when we work on Swadhisthana, she worked on 2 chakras actually. So Swadhisthana helps in harmonizing our emotions, stress, and internal physiological processes. This is for ladies. Many times during menstrual periods, there is a lot of cramp and pain. Look at this. She will be explaining exactly why she worked on 2 chakras. Look at this.
Sir, I'm just here to share 2 experiences. One for myself, I was having menstrual cramps yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I take at least 1 hour to recover from the pain.
Mm-hmm.
But I started with my Swadhisthana chakra, which does with flow, and then Mooladhara also for the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Then in just 5 minutes I was relieved from the pain.
Oh, amazing.
And one more thing is with my daughter, she was having sudden stomach ache maybe some 4 or 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly at around 10 o'clock in the night, she started complaining she has stomach pain.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started with these things only. Again, with Manipur, actually, I worked with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I cannot sleep whole night. Who will be with me? So she started telling that. But while doing the practice, after 3 minutes or so, she was in deep sleep.
Wow.
I was making her tell, thank you, I'm cured. But she was not responding. When I saw, she was in deep sleep.
So, she's talking about 2 things. One, healing her own pain, menstrual cramp. Talked about 2 chakras. Mooladhara for the pain. Remember, we discussed about Mooladhara, and Swadhisthana for the flows and menstrual cramp or menstrual period related to our reproductive organs. So she worked on that. Within 5 minutes, she could get relief. But for her daughter, she worked on another chakra. She mentioned Manipura chakra. We're going to there and we'll see why she worked on that chakra. 3rd chakra, just come back to your notebook. On the left column, name of the chakra is Manipura. Please do take down. Manipura is the name. Yeah, Manipura chakra. Color of this chakra is yellow color. And the element, which is very important, we need to understand the element. Element is Agni Tattva, fire element. Fire is the element. The vibration, the sound of this is Ram. You can write R-A-M. Ram. Ram is the vibration, and it is chanted with a lot of energy, lot of fiery energy, because it's fire energy, right? So Ram is the vibration, and what will be the effect? इसके लिए हमको क्या समझना पड़ेगा? Formula क्या है? Elements को समझना होगा. Element is fire. Now let's look at fire. Fire gives us all the drive, motivation, power to act. So it is drive and motivation. Fire is also about courage and confidence. It gives you a lot of confidence and courage. Fire is also about action, achievements, position. All of these are related to fire. Achievement orientation, so that you have a goal and you prioritize things so you achieve that. Prioritization, time management, overcoming laziness, overcoming procrastination. All of these is important from the perspective of Manipura chakra. If these are not happening, that means there is some imbalance in the Manipura chakra. And one more thing. Manipura chakra is, all these things are related to your job, your workplace, your business, profession. So if Manipura is not in harmony, you would find a lot of challenge in the business space. You'll feel low self-esteem, low confidence. You'll not be able to achieve things. You cannot grow and grow in the career as well. Feel lazy and procrastinate things. And at the same time, upper abdominal areas. Upper abdomen में क्या है? Digestion process. Again, dependent on this. So if you remember, Monica ji was saying, my daughter, her stomach was having some pain. So she started giving her healing through the power of Manipura. Yeah, balancing or doing that practice. So Manipura is also about upper abdominal area, digestion, fat, more fat accumulated. Again, this helps a lot. Cholesterol issues, again, this helps a lot. So upper abdominal organs, liver and the stomach digestion processes, they are related to this. Now, so is it clear? Is it clear to all of us? I trust we are understanding and taking note. Please do take note and compete. What I mentioned, confidence, courage, all these things, self-esteem, job and career growth, and also about your upper abdominal area, digestion, fat, cholesterol, these areas, liver and stomach, you can take down, right? In the effect, what is the effect of the chakra column? Now coming to the next chakra. In the next about 10-15 minutes, we'll complete the different chakras now. Coming to the next chakra, that is Anahat chakra. Anahata. Anahat chakra is what? It is the chakra of the heart, is also known as the heart chakra. Color of this chakra is green. Anahat chakra or heart chakra, color of the chakra is green. The tattva, element is air or vayu tattva. Vayu tattva or air element. And next, what is the vibration? It is yam. It's a very loving, kind, flowing vibration. Yam. Yam. Y-A-M. You can write in English. And what will be the effect? The effect, we have to come back to the element. Element is Vayu. Air is free. It gives a sense of freedom, freely flowing everywhere. So, freedom. Many people feel suffocated life because their heart chakra is blocked. Very suffocated. They feel very imprisoned in life. So, freedom comes when we open the heart chakra. A sense of freedom, abundance. If you remember, I was mentioning about blessed money. This chakra is also associated. We do a practice with this chakra for blessed money. Along with Muladhara, Anahata is also practiced for blessed money. It is free flowing, giving and receiving with joy, with unconditional love for money. Yeah, that's what we do. Now, air is also unconditional. What is unconditional? Judgment nahi karta hai. Whether you are a king or a beggar, air doesn't differentiate. It flows to everyone. So king also gets air, beggar also gets air. Unconditional flow of air happens. Similarly, our unconditional love, flow, and unconditional receiving and giving is also important. Anahata is about that. Without ego, we start unconditionally flowing with it. Flowing with life. And third one, this is about self-love and connect to the deepest core of ourselves. Respecting ourselves, loving ourselves and loving others. Connecting with others at the deepest level. And very, very important, air doesn't hold to anyone or anything. कभी देखें air आपसे चिपक गया है? नहीं. It touches, it goes. Similarly, this has the power, Anahata has the power to let go of things. कुछ हो गया, you easily let go and move further in life. Let go and accept and move further. Many people I know would be there who will be having lot many past memories just stuck to them. 2 साल पहले, 5 साल पहले, 10 साल पहले कुछ हुआ था, and we are still stuck there, unable to come out of it. Or we are very touchy. सुबह कोई कुछ बोल दिया, अभी तक we are struggling through that. Maybe yesterday boss said something in a meeting, still I am struggling. Or I committed a mistake in some examination or some document, still that is going on in my mind. Repetitive, recurring thoughts, ruminating. When Anahata opens, we can easily let go and move further. Extremely powerful. Very important for growth also. We discussed that in the bootcamp. Now, one more thing which is extremely important, that is, yes, it is local. Every chakra has a local effect. So for lungs, heart, breast area, chest area also, the physical health is impacted by Anahata chakra. Heart related, lungs related issues, Anahata chakra is, if there is an imbalance, there will be some issues. Now, one more thing, very, very important. As I mentioned, this process that we go through for cosmic healing, for the chakra healing it's a process of surrender and it's a process of trust. And that comes from Anahata. Submission, surrender and trust and gratitude, that comes from Anahata. So we say Anahat Chakra is actually the gateway to supreme powers. Just write that, GSP, gateway to supreme power, superpowers. Write down GSP, gateway to superpowers. Yeah, then we come to the next, I'll explain what the superpowers are. We come to the Vishuddhi Chakra. Yeah, Vishuddhi Chakra is also known as the throat chakra at the throat. Location is the throat. Write down Vishuddhi Chakra or throat chakra. Color is blue. Color is blue. Element. एक ही element अभी हम use नहीं किए हैं, apply नहीं किए. Can you just write which is the element? What is the element? Left. If you are attentive, you would know what is the element that we have. Space, Akash, wonderful. Akash element. Wonderful. Akash is the element. Space, ether is associated with the Vishuddhi Chakra. And the vibration of Akash element or the root sound, seed sound, Bij mantra is hum, ha, hum. Vibration of Akash is hum. And what is the effect? Effect kya hoga? We need to understand Akasha. Akasha is also known as the field of information. ये लिख सकते हैं हम. Akasha is the information field. As per quantum science also they say Akasha, space, the vacuum is the field of information. We don't see that, but it creates something from nothing through some algorithm which is already there. So Akasha is field of information. Akashic records, if you have heard about. Yeah. So Akasha, field of information. So this is related to flow of information or communication. And this is not just mere communication. ऐसा नहीं कि हम जो बात करते हैं खाली उतना ही है. वो भी impacted है through the Vishuddhi, but it is even deeper. It connects people even at distance. It connects with others who are not even human beings. Like connecting with animals, with birds, with other objects, even with spiritual beings, elevated spiritual beings. The connection can happen. With trees, with many times with divine connections. It happens through the Vishuddhi Chakra. So when we actually work on Vishuddhi, few things happen. One, you have a magnetic presence. People get attracted towards you. And you will be given a lot of respect. Many of us, we might have noticed कि लोग हमको ignore करते हैं. विशुद्ध अगर balance नहीं है, people will ignore you. And also you will not influence. आपकी बात कोई नहीं सुनेगा. If the Vishuddha is activated, it is open, balanced, harmonized, you will see you will have a lot of impact, influence. We say magnetic presence and hypnotic influence on others. When you speak, people take it. So you have to be very responsible. That's why we say Anahata needs to be worked upon. You need to be very humble, not be irresponsible. You can misuse, abuse these powers. You can tell somebody to do something and that person will just follow it as if you have done some hypnosis on them. And that person may be away. I'll give you some examples tomorrow. So that's where we should be very careful saying that I will only use these powers for good of others, for good of myself, and for good of everybody. So that is one. Magnetic presence, hypnotic influence. Second, connection with divine beings you'll feel. And you'll feel connected to trees, to animals, to birds. An unusual connection, as if you're receiving many information from them, which are helpful. And divine guidance, because we are connected to some divine energies and you will be guided through the process of life. Yeah, that's one. That's very important. And one more thing that happens. It is said that the throat chakra channels the cosmic nectar, Amrit, flows through the throat, and this heals the body. The cosmic nectar or Amrita flows through the throat chakra and heals the body. So the healing energy is also through the throat chakra. healing happens. Symbolically, if you see, Neelakantha, Mahadeva, the throat is where even the poison cannot hurt. It is neutralized through the power of the cosmic nectar. Yeah, that is the power of the throat chakra. So, please do take note. Throat chakra or Vishuddhi chakra. Blue color, element is Akasha, hum is the sound, and effects I mentioned. Communication, deeper level communication, influencing others and attracting others. This is very powerful. Getting connected to higher divine beings, to other beings, and very importantly, healing. अगर ये imbalances हैं, क्या होगा? आपको लोग ignore करेंगे. आपको कहीं लगेगा लोग मुझे पूछ नहीं रहे हैं, and they will not listen to you also properly. You will give a great suggestion, nobody will pay attention to that. And you will feel not many problems in life because you are not getting guidance from the higher level of intelligence. And healing, your immunity will be low. And you'll have lot many problems in the body, they will not get healed. So healing energy also flows through this. Is it clear so far? Are we all clear with this? Are we all clear? Just write CC. So far crystal clear? Great, great.
I was having the
Look at this, just look at this. How overall healing does happen.
pain in my left shoulder, twitching type.
Yeah.
Then in the left knee. So I was practicing the mantras which you have told us.
Ji.
And the miracle it is happened, I cannot express in words here.
Wow.
It is gone, completely gone.
Wow.
I could not sometime before joining your session, I could not even to sleep on this
Side, acha.
side. Then I have to you to this side. While practicing the mantras, it is miracle. This knowledge is miracle. Everybody should know this knowledge and apply in our day-to-day life.
So again, what he has done, he was practicing all the mantras, including Vishuddhi chakra, and there we can heal certain part of the body, including we use multiple different energies for healing. Here we can heal through the power of healing. Yeah. Now we come to the last two chakra. So 5 chakras, are we all clear with them? At least we understand the 5. Yes, I can see so many of your writing C. Yeah. Great. Wonderful. Now, coming to the Agya chakra. Agya chakra or the third eye chakra, write down Agya chakra. It is spelling is AJNA. In Sanskrit, the pronunciation is Agya chakra. So write down that Agya chakra. Color of the chakra is deep blue, indigo color, as per the rainbow, right? Indigo color. The element, all the 5 elements are done. So please do write here under the column element, write mind, M-I-N-D, mind. Yeah, and in the bracket write C. ये C क्या है मैं कल आपको समझाऊंगा. We'll start with this, understanding this C. What is the C? We'll discuss tomorrow. And then, what is the mantra? The mantra for Agya chakra is Om. Om Pranava. So Om is chanted for Agya chakra. Tomorrow we'll discuss on this because there is something we need to understand about this Om. And next, what will be the effect? Effect kya hoga? Effect is mind related issues. All the issues related to the mind. Thoughts, negative thoughts aayenge. Memory issues would be there. Lot of turbulence in mind, distracted mind, not focused mind. If it is imbalanced, these will be the condition. Unable to take decisions, creative ideas nahi aa rahe hain. You are not having the maturity. Sometimes you are behaving in a very awkward manner. All these are because of imbalances for Agya chakra. Even meditation. When Agya chakra is in imbalance, difficult to meditate. And apart from this, Agya chakra is also about psychic energy field accessing, meaning you can access beyond the physical. So Agya Chakra, also known as, there is a practice called the third eye activation. We do that in the next level so that we can practice the energy which is beyond the gross, Sukshma. So to get to the Sukshma, third eye also is very important. So there are certain practices. So these are the things which will happen if Agya Chakra is in imbalance. Next one, Sahasrara Chakra. As I mentioned, these two chakra again we'll discuss in some detail tomorrow, because there is one confusion. I'll come to that. Sahasrara Chakra, write down the name Sahasrara or Crown Chakra. Crown Chakra, yeah? Agya Chakra, there is no element. It is mind. We remember that? Mind in the bracket, right? See. Sahasrara Chakra. Color is violet. As per the rainbow color scheme, violet. What is the element? Now 5 elements have been associated and even mind is associated with Agya Chakra. Then what is the element of Sahasrara? Under the element, write down, please do write down, cosmic consciousness or cosmic energy. Write cosmic consciousness or cosmic energy under the Sahasrara element. Yeah, element के नीचे ये लिखिए. Next, sound में confusion है. यहाँ भी ओम लिखा हुआ है. Om. Then what is the difference between Agya Chakra and Sahasrara Chakra? In Om here, bracket में लिखिए S. Om, bracket में लिखिए S. We'll discuss this difference tomorrow. We'll start with it. Tomorrow's session will start with the difference between these two Om, and this is so important to work with the energy field. So Om bracket में S लिखिएगा. What is the difference? Why is the difference? This Om and that Om has a huge difference. Many people, they confuse कि sound ही अलग है. No, it's not about the sound difference. It's something much deeper. For that, we need to understand Om. In fact, we are not going to get into the deepest philosophy of it, but there is an Upanishad. एक Upanishad जिसका नाम है Mandukya Upanishad. Mandukya Upanishad is about Om. So tomorrow, I'll just, on the basis of Mandukya Upanishad, will differentiate the sounds. Philosophy में नहीं जाएंगे, हम theory में उतना जाएंगे, बहुत time लग जाएगा. We'll discuss about the difference between the sound. In fact, Mandukya Upanishad starts with, it is about Om. The entire Upanishad is about Om. It's one of the most powerful Upanishads. In fact, some of the texts say it is the highest knowledge, Mandukya. It says, it starts with Om iti etadaksharam idam sarvam tasya upavyakhyanam. It starts with that. Bhuta bhava bhavishyaditi sarva omkarameva yachanya trikalapitam tadyapi omkarameva. It's saying Om is everything. It's not just a sound, it is the one universe. That is what is explained in this Upanishad. Then in the 7th mantra, it's actually talking about this Om, Sahasrara Om. Nanta pragyam na vahis pragyam na uheta pragyam na pragyanaganam na pragyam na pragyam. Adrustam abhyavaharam alachanam vacham. Beautiful verse, and then at the end it says, Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante. This is the thing which will let us know what is the sound of Sahasrara Om. We are going to just learn the sound out there tomorrow. And yeah, the color here is violet color. Please do take note of all the 7 different chakras and their details. Now, we are coming to some of the screenshots. Just to know that each chakra is also associated with organs in the body, mostly nearby organs. So you'll find this, take a screenshot. We'll also share this in the WhatsApp group. Please just have a quick look at this. Next, kind of a summary of what we discussed. 7 chakras and their details. Next is